Giving all praises and blessings to the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakadah. I guess you can call this a part two of Yahweh, our power. He is the God of Israel, Yashala, not the God of the Ethiopians. Okay? I'm going to go through some scriptures with y'all. I'm going to go through some scriptures to give evidence that this Bible has nothing to do with Haile Selassie being some type of Messiah. Okay, it's like I'm having so much fun because it's nothing. It's not a battle of mine. It's not a battle of mine. I didn't write this Bible. Okay, I didn't write this Bible, and it's so fun because it's just basic instructions. You just read it and and it does the thinking for you. And it just totally tells you that he's the God of Israel. He is not the God of Ethiopia. Okay? Now, clearly, I'm going to have to really kind of, through the spirit and through the permission and the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shah, I may have to chase some of you Ethiopian Haile Selassie lovers because when you got something this sharp and this truth and this powerful coming at you through the correct spirit, you really ain't gonna have no choice but to run. I'm gonna have to chase you down. I'm gonna chase you down, not to be a smart ass or nothing, but I'm gonna chase you down because I love you that much. Because you're making a complete big fool of yourself. And there's a place in this same Bible that you swear up and down you believe in called hell. And if your name ain't written in the Lamb Book of Life, that's where you're gonna be. You're gonna be there. Okay? Because Haile Selassie will not get you into the kingdom of heaven. Okay? I have my hand on this Bible. I will put this Bible towards my heart and promise you, Haile Selassie has nothing to do with the kingdom of heaven. Yahweh is the God of Israel, and we're about to go through some scriptures and prove that. I'm going to go to Psalms 33. I'm going to start off with 12. Read the whole chapter. I know that's asking a lot from you Negroes and Latinos because, especially Negroes, we do not like reading. You can't pay a black guy to read. Okay? Y'all like to just run to y'all teacher. Okay? But check this out. Psalms 33 and 12. Blessed is the nation, not nations, just nation. Blessed is the nation whose power is Yahweh, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance. Okay? Almighty Yahweh looketh from heaven, he beholdeth all the sons of men. From the place of his habitation, he looked upon all the inhabitants of the earth. He fashioned their hearts alike, he considered all their works. There is no king save by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. And horses is a vain thing for safety, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. Okay. So that's just a few scriptures to really just show you that he chose one nation of people. We're going to go to Deuteronomy. We're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 7. That was just to show you that he chose a nation. A nation is a race. It consists of one bloodline. Because we have many nations here on this earth. Many. But he just said right here that he had chose one nation. Israel and Ethiopia. You know how to count? Do you know how to count? Obviously you don't because you're trying to put two nations in one when Yah only chose one nation. Ethiopia, Israel. I will repeat. Ethiopia, Israel. We just read he chose one nation. Israel, Yasha Allah. Okay, Ethiopia is a complete other nation. Now I know a lot of you simple-minded Negroes is gonna comment without giving no scriptures about nothing. I'm begging you to do so I can just read that and tell you what it really means through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, because I receive no credit, no glory whatsoever, for Yahweh will not share his glory with nobody. He will not do it. And you simple ass Negroes got the you got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve. It ain't that much weed in the world. Okay? It ain't that much weed in the world. You got some sense. You know how to put your right shoe and your left shoe on. You ought to know better. That it's pure common sense. Okay? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 7. We're gonna go there because we're gonna have to stop. And you Israelites that don't believe in the New Testament, my suggestion to you is get the 1611 King James Bible. Yes, it is the original Bible. It's older than the Bible you got because that's the original Bible. The slave ships, the Atlantic slave trades went to Brazil in 1612. Okay, and to get more ancient than that, of course, the ancient Hebrew. It went from Hebrew to Greek to Latin to sorts of Spanish to English. Okay, so the original Bible of the English language, the oldest, is the 1611 King James Bible. In that Bible consists of the Apocrypha, which the Catholic Church, the Protestant Church, took out. So because these people took it out, now all of a sudden you don't want to believe it. It makes no sense. Do the research. It has the prophecy of Ezra. Ezra was in the time of Jeremiah, who you say you believe in. Okay? You say you believe in him. Okay? Clearly you don't, because you don't know what he prophesied about. Because if you knew what he prophesied about, he also prophesied about Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Jeremiah was in the time of the Babylonian captivity. So when he prophesied about David being king, yes, the prophecy did come to pass. The prophecy did come to pass. David did become king of Israel. Okay, but let's stick on the subject. Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7. I'm going to start, well, you know what? Let me start at verse, let me start with verse 5. Let me start with verse 5. But, Deuteronomy 7 and 5. Okay. But this shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire. For thou art an holy people. Holy means set apart above all the other nations on the world. And I'm sorry, you might have to roll a blunt to hear this one. Yes, that means separate from the Cushites, Ethiopia. Oh my God. Ooh, I know that hurted y'all's feelings, but see, I love you so much. I'm gonna give you this truth in the name of Yahweh Hashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shah. Ras. Yes, Ras does mean prince. But why don't you just speak Hebrew? Ras is also Shah. Yah Shah Allah. He is Prince of the Power. But verse 6. For thou art an holy people set apart. Now who is this holy people? Well, yeah, we're gonna find that out too. And I can guarantee you, anywhere in this Bible, he would not say the Cushites. If you find a scripture, post it on down there, which I know you ain't gonna do, but still, I'm just gonna say it just for my health. Might as well say it for my health, because I know you ain't gonna have no scriptures for it. But for thou art a holy people unto Almighty Yahweh, thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto him above all people that are on upon the face of the earth. Guess what? Just in case you forgot, Ethiopia is on earth. Okay? So who is this people that was set above them and everybody else on earth? Almighty Yahweh did not set his love upon thee, nor chose you because you were more in number than any people, for you were the fewest of all people. Because Almighty Yahweh loved you, and because Almighty Yahweh will keep the oath which he has sworn to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not Cush, not Ham, not Haile Selassie. Um, verse 8 again. But because Almighty Yahweh loves you, and because Almighty Yahweh will keep this oath which he has sworn to your fathers, have Almighty Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondsmen from the hand of Pharaoh. Okay, now here's the thing. Let's go back up to 6. For thou art an holy people unto Almighty Yahweh your power. Well, who is this holy people? Okay, who is this holy people? Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 to 68. Now let's go to Deuteronomy 28, 58 to 68. Deuteronomy chapter 28, 58 to 68. Okay, if thou wilt observe to do all these things, to do all the law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name of Yahweh, the Lord thy God, Yahweh, then Yahweh will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance. Moreover, Almighty Yahweh will bring upon thee all the diseases of thee, all the diseases of Egypt which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee also sickness and every plague, which is not written in the book of this law. Them will Almighty Yahweh bring upon thee until thou be destroyed, and ye shall be left few in numbers, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice. And it shall come to pass that Almighty Yahweh shall rejoice, Almighty Yahweh shall rejoice over you to do you good, and to multiply you, and so Almighty Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you, and to bring you into naught, and ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest. You know this happened to Israel. And Almighty Yahweh shall scatter thee amongst all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods which thou never knew, made of wood and stone. And among the nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Almighty Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, a failing of eyes, a sorrow of mind, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of life. In the morning thou shalt say, why would God it were even, and at even thou shalt say, God it were morning. For the fear of thine heart wherein thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see, and Almighty Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again upon ships by the way thereof I spoke unto you. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there shall ye be sold unto your enemies for bondsmen and bondswomen, and no man shall buy you, or better yet, redeem you. Now that did not happen to no Ethiopians, okay? That happened to Israelites. When the Most High was speaking this prophecy, he was prophesying this over the 12 children of Jacob, Israel, not Cush. Okay? Or anybody from his descendant. Okay? You have to understand that part. So that's the whole thing to it right there. Now let's check this out.